Well, ladies, you know how it goes. We take care of everyone but ourselves. But a cancer survivor wants you to hear her story, one that may have you thinking twice about the controversial HPV vaccine. Sonia Assad has tonight's WFAA original.
Quilting is a special hobby for Liz Lancaster. These are more than just blankets or bed covers. Quilts mark important life events.
This is 1,000 hexagons sewn by hand.
This one at her side through a taxing journey.
Just in my normal routine, showering, I felt this tiny lump.
A lump, but it wasn't on her breast. It was more intimate than that.
And it was the size of a pencil eraser. And as I went on long walks, that area would become irritated. And so I thought, something's not right.
Curious about this lump that wasn't going away, Liz scheduled a doctor's appointment.
She actually probably came in much earlier than many women would.
It's possible her diligence saved her life.
5 days later, called me and said, "You have vulvar cancer." I'm like, "I have what?"
Vulvar cancer is relatively rare. About 6,000 women are expected to be diagnosed this year. Compared to cervical cancer diagnoses, 12 to 14,000 women, and ovarian cancer, 22,000.
Women sometimes don't want to go get it checked out, and so there's a lag time of many months before it gets identified.
Dr. Dustin Manders at Texas Oncology sees about one woman each month with vulvar cancer. Mostly, he says, women in their mid to late 60s.
The most common symptoms of vulvar cancer would be things like vulvar irritation, itching, burning, sometimes bleeding, and almost always some sort of knot or bump.
Liz caught her cancer early. She went through 6 weeks of chemo and radiation, and now she's cancer-free.
I'm good.
You feel good?
I feel great.
With scientists still navigating this field, it's still a bit of a mystery how this cancer develops and why in older women.
Part of it was like, what did I do? What did I not do?
One of the factors that can lead to vulvar cancer is an infection millions of Americans have, the human papillomavirus, or HPV.
Not every vulvar cancer is going to be an HPV-related cancer, but it is a risk factor.
Another argument, says Dr. Manders, for getting the HPV vaccination. The vaccine has been around for 12 years, initially for people ages 12 to 26, but it's just been approved for adults up to 45 years old. Manders says the vaccination is a good idea.
We think that it can be protective against about 70% of cervical cancer, and certainly I think it would reduce the risk of vulvar cancer as well.
Liz, who's been married for 34 years and works at a church, isn't a loud person, but her cancer diagnosis inspired her to get vocal about the HPV vaccination.
You have the opportunity to make a wise health decision. Why wouldn't you do it?
Now, with cancer behind her, there was one thing left to do.
And I finished it.
To complete this part of her journey.
It was my symbol that it really is all good.
In Carrollton, I'm Sonia Assad.
Beautiful quilt.